Alright, you guys, so right here behind me, in case you're new to the channel, this is Stinky the van. It's a 1977 high-top camper van, as you can see. And we are going to be discussing some possibilities that hopefully we might be able to do about restoring the high top. Alright, so first things first, guys. I haven't been out here in a few days, and we're going to do a smell test. Because ever since we've owned this thing, it has been extremely stinky. So, kind of every few days I come out here and do a sniff test. Let's see. Still kind of smelly, but the good news is it's mostly Rust-Oleum, just like last time. It takes a while for that stuff to cure. That's why Ron and I like to paint in patches and pieces. I know it's not that practical. However, it's healthier for us because we give ourselves a break. If I stayed out here and painted for like 8 hours or something like that, I would probably die. So yeah, so there's that. Okay, smell check, done. All right, so yeah, there's a good reason why this van is called Stinky, because it's stinky. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about the high top, because even though it's, for its age and for what has happened to it, it's in extremely good condition. It's not that bad, and I have seen worse on newer vehicles. The thing is, though, I want to keep it that way. I want to actually improve it and preserve it. So that's what we're going to be talking about right now. Okay, sorry about the background noise, you guys. We have wind, and we also have tree trimmers. But as you can see, this is an old-fashioned fiberglass high top. It is in relatively good shape. I have seen high tops where the gel coat on the outside is literally ragged, which means you could see the fibers coming through. This one, luckily for us, even though it was neglected, does not have that kind of damage. Part of the reason why, I think, is because California just hasn't gotten as much rain in the last 30 years as they used to until quite recently. So it didn't have that flux of rain and sun as much. It did get enough water damage just from the little bit of precipitation that we did get. However, it's not quite as bad as it would have been, I think. We do have some algae and moss growing up here, as you can see on this side. And the black and gray areas that you saw on the other side of the high top are basically what's left of this stripe up here that's supposed to match the paint job down here on the bottom of the van. So we are going to have to address that in some way, shape, or form. It looks to me, though, that this high top, whatever they put on the outside of it wasn't typical gel coat. To me, it seems like it might have been some type of paint, because it's more of a matte finish. It's not shiny and waxy looking like a lot of the other high tops I've seen. And my van that I had before this one, if you guys want to check out my old van, just watch some of my older channels, or I mean my older videos on this channel, and you'll see that the high top on that van, which was brand new, was very shiny and waxy looking, and it was beautiful and nothing could stick to it. However, this one seems to be more of like a matte kind of paint or something that they put on there. I have to say, though, whatever it is they used really helped to keep this high top from turning into a ragged mess, which it very well could have been. So we are very lucky with that. The reason for me coming out here, though, is to show you guys like just how nice it really is. But at the same time, I'm going to have to figure out a way to preserve this, to keep it this way, or even make it nicer than it is now. Preferably the latter. We want to make it nicer. But I'm going to show you the inside here just for a second. Yes, it still smells. You see how shiny this is? That's typically what a gel coat would look like on the inside and the outside of the high top. Unless you got like I did, and I got a bare bones model that wasn't finished on the inside, but I could have had them put the gel coat on the inside as well, and it would have been shiny like this, which in hindsight, well, no, I probably wouldn't have done that because I had to insulate it. This one's highly insulated as well. So, yeah, but that's what they're supposed to look like on the outside from my experience, but this one does not. So, yeah, we're going to have to do something about that. I do need to do some more research to see what I need to do. My brother was kind and gracious enough to send us some new gel coat to put on the outside, and it's probably way more than enough than we need. However, there's going to be some processes I'm going to have to go through before we could even put that on there. And the weather has to be stable enough to where the stuff can cure. Right now we've had a couple of sunny days, but it's going to go back to being stormy and cold here pretty soon. So at least that's what the forecast says. So we want to just have like where we know at least a week or two of stable sunny weather before we even get started on this. But I think, like I've probably said before, we're going to have to do a light sanding and take this down and then just recoat it. But the issue that I have is I'm not sure if I want to keep the original stripe or just go all white. It would probably be easier just to go all white. So if you guys have any opinion on that, just give me a holler in the comments and let me know, because I would really like to have some input on this. Does anybody have any experience preserving old fiberglass? Even guys out there that are doing boats. I know that there's a lot of old fiberglass boats that people restore, and that might actually be a helpful thing for me. I don't know. Okay, you guys, so as you can see, there is a lot of work to be done to this thing. And for me, because I used to live in a van full time, and Ron and I live at least a quarter to a half of a year at a time in a van, it's very important to me to make sure that the roof is solid, where there's no leaks, and the thing's going to be fine at least for a long time. So any input you guys can give me is very welcome. And also the engine cover, people call it the doghouse because it kind of looks like a doghouse. The outside part of it looks to be a fiberglass or plastic kind of stuff too. And it's getting kind of worn looking as well, and there's scratches and things on it. So I would just like to be able to possibly even restore the look of that. But that's kind of down the road. So yeah, that's why I'm putting this out there way before I even get to do any of this stuff, just so I have something like a game plan in my head to kind of help me along with all this other stuff. And even before that, there's still going to be a lot more cleaning and sanding and painting on the body part of the van as well. And there's going to be, you know, probably a lot of mechanical work, even though it is a van that does turn over and will run. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be done to make it so that it can stay running. So there's that. Also, there's the whole issue of we're still really not sure that we want to keep the thing. It just has to do with, like, you know, finances and time that we want to put into it and things like that. And yeah, it's just, there's just all kinds of things going on. So yeah, any kind of input that you guys can give me, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys are interested in more van videos about other van topics, just put it in the comments. Let me know if you want to hear about some of my other experiences with vans. I have a lot of stories. I grew up with vans, and I've lived in vans, and well, like I've said before in another video, if a van was an animal, it would be my favorite animal. So there's that. And yeah, just let me know in the comments what you want to see, and we will keep you updated on the progress of this thing. Weather permitting, we're not gonna break our backs on this thing. We're not going to like push ourselves, you know, in any way, shape, or form. If we are in the mood to come out here and play with it, that's what we'll do, and we will document as much of that as we feel that we need to. And also, we don't want to bore you guys, because I've seen a lot of these videos where it's just a bunch of stuff that, you know, you don't really need to see, and I really don't want to do that to you guys. I just want to give you the gist of what's going on and have it be light and entertaining. I don't really want to do how-to videos because, well, everybody is different and they're going to do their van differently. I just want to inspire and give ideas. So that's where this is at with the van. But we will keep you updated and let you know what's up with it. All right, thank you guys. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day, and we really appreciate everything that you guys put into this channel, and thanks for all your support and all your help. And just remember, like, if you're not getting any notifications for my videos, make sure you're subscribed, and also make sure that you ding the little bell so that you'll get every notification. Sometimes, like, you'll put that on your thing and push the bell, and a lot of times updates will happen or something happens and it goes away. So just make sure that you've got notifications set on your subscriptions for all of your channels that you're subscribed to, so that when your favorite creator comes on there, they can notify you and you'll be able to watch the latest videos. All right, guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.